Welcome once again to object-oriented programming in Java. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to create Java application inside NetBeans IDE. So our previous video was for those who are using IntelliJ as your text editor. Now there are different versions or different applications that can be used for Java. And as we discussed in previous videos, we are now learning how to create application in NetBeans IDE, which is one of the IDEs that we talked about. So how do we create application in NetBeans IDE? So for a start, once you open NetBeans IDE, this is what you're also going to see if you have not created any project yet. So you're going to see the start page where you can get access to the various buttons or the commands that can allow you to create a Java application. Here I'm using NetBeans IDE version 18 for this very video. If you have previous versions of IDE NetBeans, it can also do the same job. Okay, so how do we go about creating an application in NetBeans? So I'll just go up here. You can see some commands here. The first command is saying new file. That is a new Java file. The next one is a new project. So this is what we are going to use. So we click on new project, and then of course you are going to be asked to choose the project type. Exactly what we did inside IntelliJ. Here we have different project types that we can use. So we're going to choose either Java with Maven or Java with Gradle. So I'm going to select Java with Maven. That is the first application that we're going to create. So I'll come back here and select Java application. So this is the category of project that I want to create, and this is the actual project. So we have Java application, Java front end, web application, a lot of them here as we saw in IntelliJ. So here I'm going to select Java application because that is what we are interested in at the moment. And then I'm going to click on the next button here. Here you'll be asked to create your project requirement as the name and then the location. So what's the project name? Here we're going to say hello world. So I'm going to create a hello world project here inside this. So I'm not allowed to use space, so I'm just going to say hello world as this in just one word. Okay, hello world in one word. And then I'm going to browse the folder that I want to keep in, but bear in mind that I already have a project named hello world inside that very folder. So you either create a different folder or you create a different name for it. So here I want to save this in the same folder. Okay, so I'm going to name this hello world 2. Okay, so that it differentiates the name from the other ones that we have created. So I'll say hello world 2, and then I'll click on the browse button, and I'll just go and look for my project folder. So I'll just say I'll go to the directory. I think it's on drive D. So I'll come here, and then my folder's name was new Java program or new Java project, right? So I'm just going to look for that, or it was on desktop. Okay, so I'm going to select where I want to put my folder or my project. So this is where I want to put my project. So I'm going to create a folder name here. I want to put my project inside the Java course folder. So I'm going to create a folder within that folder. So to do that, I'll just go and click on create new folder. So once I click on it, you see that I'll be asked to give a name to it. So I'll just say hello world. So that is a hello world folder that I have created. And now I can confidently click on it and say open. So it means that my hello world 2 will be stored inside my hello world folder, which is within the Java course folder. All right, so that is it. And then I'll click on finish. Of course, I'll wait a bit whilst my project gets created for me. So this is how to create a Java application or a Java project in NetBeans IDE. So stick and stay, we're going to see the same project setup that we saw in other projects. Now, in our next video, we're going to talk about how to create a Java application in Visual Studio Code. So for those of you who are going to use Visual Studio Code, the next video is going to help you on how to set up Java in Visual Studio Code.